We have not seen this in all of these sponsored stocks that I've talked about. A company, a penny stock, doing a complete U-turn, and it's a very rare case for a penny stock that is actually beaten down to come out of the hole and beat all odds. But in today's video, I want to cover ticker symbol BSEM because it's been quite a bit. My first coverage on this play was November 1st of 2023. My next coverage was December 5th of 2023, about a month later. And from this time frame where I called this out to you guys, the stock has gone up over 363%. But I need to show you an insane press release put out by Zacks that covers this stock and their insanely bullish outlook on it going forward, because this could just be the beginning. And like I said, to reiterate, a complete U-turn. So without further ado, guys, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and yes, this is a sponsored stock. Make sure to do your own due diligence, but what we're about to talk about is extremely appealing to any investor. Okay, previously, looking at ticker symbol BSEM on the weekly time frame, we had a couple things drawn out. We saw this double test, and then we saw it again, and this is kind of where we brought up, hey, it's coming up and it's testing this again, and I'm about to make coverage on it. It's about to test this yellow line. What happened? We tested it, we broke above that yellow line, we broke above the fib level, right above the 236. We came flash back down and build a base on it, and then we previously broke above the 382 on the fib. The next levels we have drawn out are as follows: $11.60, up about 23% from where it's trading at right now. Next level, $14.35, up about 53% from where it's at right now. And the next level, $18.70, which is up 100% from right now. And I think this is going to get hit. Before I explain why, you can see that Bsem is building some nice consolidation on this fib level, looking for that move higher. Watch for a resistance break right around $10.20 for this thing to move back up to that fib level, break above, and essentially bring us up to that $18 level, hopefully around June, July of 2024 or sooner. Now, why I'm so confident in this is this stock has an $18.70 price target on it within the year. And I think it's going to happen sooner with the momentum it actually has. Now, I want to walk you through this press release, but first I want to show you the U-turn this company has made myself. If you take a look at the previous earnings, it wasn't that good, right? The earnings of June of 2023. Then you step around and you look at September of 2023, and this company did an absolute U-turn, and it gets better from here. Wait for us to talk about it. But you can see why it started gaining momentum at the time frame it did right after September, right? You can see September right here bottomed out, the earnings came out, and it started getting bought up. It started getting bought up, and it hasn't stopped ever since. And this is on your radar extremely early. Now, if we come in, we take a look at the Zacks small cap research press release that they put out about Bsem. You can see that their title is "Company Appears to be Making All the Right Moves." Now, if you don't know, Bsem Technology is a leading innovator focused on harnessing the natural properties of perinatal issue in the development, manufacture, and commercialization of allografts for regenerative therapies. They previously had some things go forward for them that kind of kicked them off. And again, I do promos only if the company is doing well, or I like what the company is doing, and this is one of those rare cases where it is doing both, right? I like what the company is doing, helping people, and they're also doing extremely well, making a complete U-turn. They released some preliminary 2023 fiscal data that showed that the company continues to gain business and exceed expectations. Valuation, $18.70. Current price as of January 31st, 2024, $7.35. with a week low of $1.21. So you can see that this stock is now gaining momentum, now picking up volatility. Now here's an update that they give. Investors are starting to agree with our view as the stock has moved solidly higher over the past year, moving up 140%, with the Russell 2000 was roughly flat over the same period. The company really gained momentum in the second half of 2023 as Bsem was awarded a valuable Q code or Bandaje AC by the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services and solidified its funding situation. Recently, the company announced that its healthcare common procedure coding system for this became effective and that the Center for Medicare Services established national pricing for AmniWrap 2 in all 50 states and territories. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, go watch the first two update videos on this stock. They are not long. These moves are further further evidence in our view that the medical company is increasingly realizing the benefits and superiority of the Bsem products, and increasingly realizing the benefits patients can get from having access to those products. Our belief is that now that Bsem has a solid foothold in the tough to break into community, the acceptance and use of the company's products will continue to accelerate. The company also released some preliminary and unaudited numbers that showed net revenue for Q4 2023 of $11.5 million, well ahead of our estimates and more than 1,300% increase from the year ago period. For the year, the company showed preliminary net revenue of $16.7 million, which would be more than a 140% increase over 2022. The official release and the full financials, according to the company, will be released in March. Where are we? We are in March. The recent announcements and stellar financial results reinforce our belief that growth is just the beginning for Bsem, and as a result, we are raising earnings estimates, raising our valuation target to $18.70. And in summary, Zacks reiterates their belief that Bsem is still underpriced, even after its recent move higher, and continues to represent a good opportunity at recent prices for investors to get in before what we believe will be a more aggressive move higher in the not too distant future. The vision management has for the company's product and the focus they are using to deliver results are encouraging and are now being rewarded by increased demand. As such, we suggest investors with a modestly higher risk tolerance take a look at Bsem. This is from Zacks Research themselves, who put out some interesting things that people like to pay attention to and people actually like to subscribe to figure out where certain tickers are going. So I think this is actually big for the company, and you can tell by their earnings that they are doing a major turnaround, and this is looking appealing to investors. It's getting picked up, volume is increasing, it's not barcoding anymore, right? Especially to the degree that it was back then. And this is my third coverage on this stock. If you miss it once, you miss it twice, you miss it a third time, there's nothing else for me to tell you. What do you guys think about this in the comments down below? Did you get in the first time? Did you get in the second time? Or are you getting in now? Or do you not want to touch it? It's all up to you. Do your own due diligence, but I don't find an error in this as of right now. I don't see invalidation in the move higher. I see higher highs, higher lows. I see increase in volume. I see a raise in price targets. I see a beat on earnings, and I don't see this thing going back to being a penny stock. Overall, that is what I got for you guys for today's video. Thank you, Sideways Frequency, for sponsoring today's video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. I love you all. Lottery Stocks out.